I'm Allison, and for today's video, we're doing a total body postpartum workout. If you haven't done it yet, make sure to tap that subscribe button and the bell to stay notified of the latest fitness videos released every Mondays and Thursdays. If you have recently given birth, make sure to consult with your doctor or OB to make sure that it is safe for you to begin a fitness program. For this workout, all you need is a pair of light or moderate dumbbells and a mat. I'll also give cues to use your little one if you don't have weights at home. This is a total body workout, and we'll be focusing on some light strength training, cardio, core, and pelvic floor work and development. I'll show additional modifications for most of the moves, but definitely take it at your own pace and take additional breaks if you need to. So grab your equipment and some water, and let's get started. Before we start the warm-up, let's do a quick review about how to engage the transverse abs. When you were pregnant, we said hug the baby up and in, like you're bringing your little one closer to you. Now, but with postpartum, we want to keep that similar movement, but instead the new cueing is going to be hold the belly button to spine. Still engaging those deep transverse abs. Think of your transverse abs as a corset, and it wraps all the way around your rib cage and around your midsection. Our goal now is to repair that. So think about, again, pulling the belly button up and in, and then shoulders back, chest is lifted, think good posture. This is also going to help support your lower back through all the exercises. Let's go ahead and get started with the warm-up. March it out in place. Pull the belly button to spine, and then give me a deep breath. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, let it out. Nice and easy. We're gonna do this a few times, making it a little bigger each time. Good. This is your first workout postpartum. Congratulations. You've got it. And march it out, shake it out. Take those feet out wide. Let's tap those toes wide. Hands on the hip to start. Most everything I'm going to do low impact today without jumping, but feel free to bring up the intensity level if you're feeling good. Feel free to modify it more if you need to. Add an overhead reach. Lift up, lift up. Gradually making the movements a little bit bigger as you get more warmed. On a scale of 0 through 10, 0 being nothing like you're sleeping, 10 being the hardest you've ever worked, the highest you want to work today is probably a 6 or 7, especially if you're within 6 months of being postpartum. Reach the arm in front. And with that, that means that you're gonna be slightly out of breath, but you can still speak. Chest press, out and in. Good, dropping those hips a little more. Same arms. Now step, touch the feet. Step, step, good. Nice and easy. I work with a 7-foot wide space, so not too much, but work with whatever you have at home. Knees are bent. Overhead reach. Lift and pull. Driving those elbows down and back. Beautiful. Keep going for 8, 7, 6, in 4, 3, back to a chest press right here. Out and in. Good, bicep curls. Curl, curl, hamstring curls. Now with this one, here's your hamstrings. All we do is kick those heels up towards the glutes, little quarter or half squat in between. Keep it here. Heart rate gradually coming up. All right, here's your change in 8, 7, 6, there's 4. We're gonna make it a small kick and punch. Try it. Kick and punch, kick and punch. Nice and easy. Perfect. Again, still keeping those abs tight, pulling the belly button to spine, standing tall. And knee lifts up and down. When you were pregnant, I probably cued you to take the knees wide. Now you can go ahead and bring it back to center. Think of it like a little standing crunch, driving those knees all the way to the chest. Perfect. 8 more. Last 8, 7, 6. Here's 4, 3, 2, and light march out. Good. Our next move is going to be 30 seconds hip opener squats. If you know me, you know I like this one. Plant that foot. We open up one hip. Set that foot down, quarter or half squat. Step the feet together, open, take it back. When you're ready, go ahead and begin. Open, making sure those heels are down. As you get more warmed, you can sink those hips a little bit farther back and a little bit lower. Now here's the trick. For everything that we do that's a squat and a lunge, I want you to, on this top part, lift the pelvic floor, do your Kegel, squeeze your glutes. So we go down, up, lift and squeeze. Anytime you can sneak a Kegel into an exercise, definitely try it. Get 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, let's keep those feet out wide, squats down and up, down and lift. And when you're squatting, think about pressing those knees outward, not inward. Again, down, lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes. For 4, 3, 2, get ready. Pulse it, double time, 8 counts, 8, 7, 6. Here's 4, 3, 2, singles 2 times. Hold your next one down, hands on the quads, slow flat back, tummy tight, round the spine to stand. Do it again, flat back down. You're gonna stop halfway on this next one. Dip one shoulder and look over the other. Nice low back stretch. And then center up other way. Center up, nice and slow, round all the way to stand. Once you're on top, 3 shoulder rolls back, 3 forward. Inhale, reach those arms up to your ceiling. Exhale, let it out. One more time, feet together on the toes, reach. And let it out. Grab a drink, grab your weights, and I'll meet you back here. Let's begin with that first exercise. Grabbing your weights or your little one, we're gonna do a squat thrust. So a squat thrust is going to be a squat with an overhead press. I'm gonna show both versions, with the weights and with the baby. So to start off with the weights, we're gonna have our feet shoulder width apart, toes and knees face forward. We're gonna take those palms facing in, inhale down, exhale, press up. So think about engaging the core, sinking nice and low, back in those heels. Again, toes and knees face forward, and then press up. Inhale, exhale, lift. If you have your little one, depending on their age, if they're really young, they're gonna have a kind of a floppy head, so make sure to have your fingertips support the back of their head and neck. And just make it fun for them. Elbows a little bit wider. Inhale down, exhale, wee, and then give them a kiss, mwah, and then do it again. Anything that you can do to keep it engaging and exciting for them, definitely try it. Mwah. We're gonna do one set for 45 seconds. So when you're ready, grab your weights or your little one. I'll keep track of time for you so you don't have to worry about it. We're gonna start in about 5 seconds. Get the feet set, palms are in, elbows tight. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. Think about punching your fists up towards your ceiling. If you're feeling good, get nice and low. If you need to modify this move, shorten the range of motion for the squat and do alternating arms instead. You can make this what it is. Inhale, exhale. I love starting with a nice full body move. It gets the heart rate gradually coming up and everything warmed. Here's the baby, wee, kiss, mwah. Down, wee, kiss, mwah. Take your time, maybe go a little bit slower if you do have your little one. You're doing great. Stay with it. Inhale, exhale. You have about 10 seconds left. Down and press. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently place those weights down. Next move we're gonna do, different options. I told you I'd show you high and I'd show you low versions. Low version is gonna be a nice and low step touch. You can even hold your little one while you do this one. If you're feeling pretty good, you can keep it low impact but a bigger step, or you can even add a small lateral hop. Again, keep the core engaged, make sure the heels are on the ground. We're gonna do this one for 30 seconds. All right, get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. I'm gonna start low and build. Knees are soft, heels down. Low impact, a little bit higher intensity, getting lower and bigger. Here it is with that small hop. And then if you have your little one, I would keep the hop out. They can face out and in. If they're older, they can face out. If they're in, you can hold them however they like, maybe in that cradle position or closer to your heart. Good, stay there, stay there. Another 10 seconds. Breathe. If you're feeling that energy, you're here. Woo. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Upper body focus. We're gonna do chest press kisses. Now, for the baby, I'll show the baby version first. Chest press kisses, we're holding them under the arms, support the head. A little bit wider base, bend the knees, engage the core, elbows wide. Inhale, exhale, press out. Bring them in, give them a kiss. Mwah. The nose, the forehead, whatever they'll let you do. Mwah. Biggest thing is try not to let those shoulders tense. Now, if you have the weights, we're gonna go ahead and do similar move, chest press out and in, thumbs come in. This one is a little bit more challenging, so we're just gonna do it for 30 seconds. Okay, so when you're ready, set those feet, relax the shoulders, zip up the core. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. Exhale, inhale. Nice full extension. If you have the weights, you have the option to do single arms. Keep those hips steady. Really depends on how your weights feel. And remember, here's that baby version. Holding onto the arms, support the head. Whee! Kiss, mwah. Mwah. Very nice. Stay there. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, one more exercise and then we'll get a quick water break. You can hold your baby or hold your weights for resistance. We're just gonna do a set of reverse lunges with a tap up. So staying on one side at a time. For me, I'm doing my right leg. I'm gonna hold my little one here or to my chest. We're gonna reverse lunge, making sure that you're on the ball of your foot, back heel's lifted, then drive through that front foot, come back up. Inhale, exhale. Remember that little tip I said earlier? Think about lifting the pelvic floor when you come to that standing position. All right, we're gonna do a 15 on each side. If 15's too much, stay with more of a 10 to 12 or do whatever's best for you. All right, so holding your weights, if they're to the side, you can have it there or your little one. When you're ready, let's go. Count your own on this one. There's 2. Squeeze 3, good. 4, think having good posture, lift that pelvic floor. 6, 7, you got it. 5 more, just like this. If you're done at this point, you can go ahead and shake it out. Got 2 more. And 1 more. Good, shake it out. I'm gonna do the other side holding weights, but if you have your little one, hang on to him or her. All right, so reverse lunge taps, other leg. So if you have the weights, you're here. Zip up the core, and let's go ahead and begin. 15, push. Pressing through that front foot, lift the pelvic floor, engage the core. Good. All right, so if you're counting your own, probably around that halfway point. That's 8 for me. Good. Keep it up, keep it up. Got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. Grab a drink and I'll meet you back here. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and start our next section off with some standing knee lifts. This is gonna work some cardio and core. Not holding your weight to baby, we're gonna start with the arms up, bring the knees up to the chest, and then take it down. There's no jumping in this move, but instead I want you to focus on core engagement. Again, pulling the belly button to spine, and when the knee comes up, you're kind of doing like a tiny crunch, working those rectus abs. Breathe. We're gonna do this one for 45 seconds. All right, let's get ready in 4, 3, 2, arms up. Here we go. Up and down. So knees come all the way to the chest, standing tall, good posture, abs are tight. So if you want to bring that heart rate a little more, you can definitely pick up the pace a bit, keeping that good form. If you want to modify this, take out the arms, do a shorter range of motion, and you can even just do a big march if you're not feeling the knee lifts quite yet. Good, keep it up, keep it up. Breathe. Whew. You're doing amazing. Stay with it. 10 seconds, let's do it. Whew. After this, we're gonna pick up your weights or your baby. I'll show both versions in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, grab your weights, your little one. I'm gonna show you the weights first. We're going to do a Romanian deadlift and rows. Now for this version, we're gonna have our palms facing in, feet together, soft bend in the knees. Zip up the core, abs tight. Inhale, bring it down, stop. When you feel that little bit of a stretch in the lower part of your hamstring. If you feel it behind your knees, you went too far. So back flat, down, and then lift up, squeeze. So that's your deadlift. Now with this move, we're gonna take it down, up, upright row. Here's that front version. Inhale down, come up, lift, elbows high. With your baby, and depending on the age of your little one, if they do have some good head support, you can have it here. We're gonna go whee, down, upright row kiss. Mwah. Slowly bring them down. Whee! And up, kiss. Mwah. If that's not possible to hold them that way, you can hold them in that nice cradle position. Whee! Down, elbows up, mwah. Kiss that way. All right, so we're gonna do one set, taking your time for 45 seconds. So decide if you're gonna use weights or little one. Shoulders back, abs in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. Nice and slow. Down, get a good stretch of those hands. Upright row. Good, squeeze the glutes on top. Inhale, exhale, elbows high. Modification, shorter range of motion. One arm and then the other arm. So here's that front version, halfway. Lift, up and down. Good, you don't want to feel any pinching in that lower back. Your gaze is about kind of down and in front of you. You're not looking down at the top of your shoes because then it's gonna round your back, which you don't want, and that puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. Inhale, exhale. Let's go 5 more seconds. I probably went a little bit over 45, that's all right. 4, 3, once you finish the one that you're on, and lift. Very, very nice. All right, if you have your weights a little one, you're gonna place them down. Another little cardio move that we're gonna do. We're gonna place our hands on our hips, and we're not gonna hold any weights for this because we're gonna go on one foot and a little bit of balance. But we're gonna focus on the legs and a little bit of cardio with quarter or half squats and outer thigh lifts. Think about squeezing the glutes, working those abductors. 45 seconds for this one. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. Down and up. So for this move, again, engage in the core, pushing off with that base foot, extending the legs out to the side. Now, if you're feeling good, you're more than welcome to drop that even lower, make it bigger. If you want to shorten that range of motion, you can even remove that squat and just plant the foot down, shorten that outer thigh. And another option to bring it up is to hold your weights or your baby and do that same motion. Good, lift, breathe. Woo. Keep it up, keep it up. You have 10 more seconds. Good, drive through that foot on the floor. Stand tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, one more exercise before our next break. Grab your weights or your baby. We're doing a set, we're actually combining a front raise and chest press. So for this move, palms are facing in. Feet shoulder width are a little narrow. Engage the core, shoulders back. To the front, pull in, press out, and down. So here's the whole move. Up, in, elbows wide, down, and up. You can modify one arm at a time. Little one, this is a fun one for the babies. Hold them under the arms, feet shoulder width apart, nice base. All right, bring them up, whee! Bring them in, give them a kiss, mwah! Press them back out, lower down. This one element is definitely harder with your baby compared to your weights. So try it with your little one. If it's too challenging, switch back to your weights. We're just gonna do this for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, one set. All right, let's start in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Front, pull back, press, and lower. And right away, you feel the core kind of naturally just tighten up for stability. It's a big upper body move. Elbows are staying soft. Here's your modification. If you have the weights, you can do one arm at a time, one arm rest. Good. And remember, if you have your baby, hold them under the arms, give them that kiss on the chest press, press them out and lower. Woo. Exhale, keep the shoulders relaxed best you can. Keep it up, keep it up. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Go ahead and grab a drink. And then if you have some wall space, we're gonna do a set of wall sits and push-ups. So I'll meet you over there. Welcome back. If you have a wall, go ahead and stand in front of it. We're going to start it off with a set of wall sits. Now, people don't realize wall sits are an amazing exercise to do prenatal and postpartum. And the reason being is you're focusing on core, pelvic floor, and actually overall lower body strength. So for this move, you want to make sure you're in the right position before you start. So for wall sits, you're going to lean back on your wall, and have your legs at about a 90-degree angle. Shoulders back, make sure there's no space between your lower back and the wall. Engage your core like we did earlier, and also lift the pelvic floor. And then just try to breathe as normal as you can. Relax the upper body, gazes forward. You're welcome to hold your little one in your lap, or you can even hold weights to the side or on your lap as well. All right, we're gonna actually do 2 sets, but I'm gonna break it up a little bit with exercises in between. So for the wall sit, when you're ready, I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds to get in position. So lean back, give yourself that 90-degree angle. Then good posture, sit up tall, engage the core, lift the pelvic floor. We're gonna start in 4, 3, 2, and begin. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Keep those shoulders relaxed. I know those legs are gonna kick in. We're gonna keep the core tight. We're gonna lift that pelvic floor and just breathe. You're doing great. These remind me of when I was in elementary school and we had to do wall sit holds for a beginning and end of year testing in PE. It always comes back to me then. All right, stay with it. You're almost there. Woo. Come on, keep it up, keep it up. 5, 4, hardest part's gonna be getting back up. 3, 2, so lean back, shimmy your way up, shake it out. All right, to break up that wall sit, like I said, we are doing 2 sets, but let's do some upper body in between. Facing your wall, we're gonna do a set of incline push-ups. Having those hands shoulder width apart, you can be on your toes, or you can have those feet flat down. Engage the core, spine is long. We're going to lower that chest towards the wall. Exhale, press up. Inhale, exhale. So the farther out your toes are back, the more challenging it is. Or you can even add a little pop-up. You can go in, push off from the wall, land, and then do it again. Inhale, exhale. All right, 1 set, 30 seconds. When you're ready. In 4, 3, 2, let's do it. Inhale, exhale. Core engagement. It's also like you're doing a elevated plank, but with a lot less pressure. Inhale, exhale. Here's that little push off if you want to try that. Or if you want to keep the feet flat, you're more than welcome to stay there. Inhale, exhale. 10 more seconds, keep it up. Down and lift. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake up those arms. Let's do another wall sit, and then we're gonna go back and do a set of standing slow mountain climbers. All right, some wall sits. I'm gonna do this one with a little one so you can see what that looks like. If you have an older baby, you can sit them bucket style, or they can be to your heart. So whatever you like. All right, take another 10 seconds, get in position. Making sure legs are about 90 degrees, shoulders back, zip up the core, lift the pelvic floor, and let's begin and hold. Inhale, exhale. Good. Second set always feels a little bit harder, and that's okay. If it starts to get too challenging, instead of coming all the way up, just bring yourself up a few inches. It'll take a lot of pressure off the legs, and just finish out that hold. Good, stay here. You only have 10 seconds left. You're doing great. Breathe. 5, 4, 3. Be careful, especially if you're holding a little one. Carefully shimmy your way up. Good, set your baby down. All right, last move against the wall. We're doing slow mountain climbers. Hands against the wall, just like you did with the push-ups, but now go on your toes, heels up. Engage the core, drive the knee up to the chest, and then bring it back down, keeping those hips and shoulders stabilized. So that side view, if I was on my toes, can't quite do it with this, throwing off balance, but you're looking like this, put against the wall. All right, 30 seconds. When you're ready, in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Knees up and down. Exhale, inhale. Woo. You got it, you got it. Stay nice and strong, 15 seconds. Good, take your time with this. Breathe. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Grab a drink, grab your mat, and I'll meet you on the floor. Welcome back. So if you didn't set it up yet, go ahead and grab your mat and meet me in a seated position. We're gonna focus on core work. Now, core is super important to do postpartum, but you wanna make sure you're doing it safely. So the biggest rule of thumb is you don't wanna do any major twisting, early on postpartum up to your baby is 6 months or older. Reason being is because of that diastasis recti, that separation in the abs. If you twist too early, it can actually lead to more damage and long-term issues. So keep the core movements more the transverse abs, those rectus abs. You can work obliques, but just make sure it's not a big twisting motion. Okay, so with that in mind, we're gonna do an exercise that I do in prenatal, but it's also great for early postpartum as well. We're gonna do a half and quarter rollback. Heels are down on the ground. Instead of having those knees wide like we did prenatal, we're gonna go ahead and bring those knees in, hands behind, sit up tall. Inhale, dip the chin, round the back, pulling the belly button to spine, and then exhale, sit up, lengthen and sit up. Good, inhale, exhale, lift. So getting any kinks out of the lower back, out with that nice round C-shaped curve and sitting tall. You can actually even do this with your baby. Bring your knees closer together, feet will come out a little bit, thumbs around little one, fingers around your baby or around your legs. Inhale, dip, whee, and peekaboo, lift. Just like before, anytime you can make it a fun game, go for it. And as you get stronger, you can definitely lean back a little bit farther as well. And I'll show the progression. You don't have to do it today, but you can eventually let those hands go nice and long, and with control, come all the way down and up. And believe me, as you do this more consistently, your abdominals will get stronger and you will get to this point. So whichever version you're doing, give me 2 more. Inhale back, exhale up, 1 more. Good. Our next exercise is going to be rolling like a ball. For this one, we're gonna scoot those hips closer to the heels, hands behind the legs, feet are floating, sit up tall. Similar move like we just did, C-shaped curve, round, and then come back up and sit up. So same momentum, or same pace, minimum momentum, going back and coming up. Inhale, exhale. Second option, legs 90 degrees. Engage, go back, come up. Option with your baby. You can do tummy time on your shins, bring your legs closer together. Thumbs around legs, fingertips around baby, look right at him or her. 1, 2, 3, whee! Go back, lift up and hold. This is definitely a progression because it is more challenging with your little one there. If they're really tiny, hold them to heart. Whee! Go back and then lift. Wherever you're at, last 2. And give me 1 more right here. Inhale back, whee! Exhale, come up and hold. Very good. For the next couple exercises, let's take it down onto your back. Nice and easy, lying down, we're gonna do a set of hip bridges. So have those feet a little bit more separated, upper body stays relaxed, and before you even start, again, this is another great exercise for your core and your pelvic floor, glutes, and hands. Engage the core, take those hips and just tuck those hips in just a little bit. All right, so this is nice and tight, looking up at that ceiling, upper body relaxed. Inhale, exhale, press into those feet, lift those hips, squeeze the glutes, lift the pelvic floor, and then slowly come down 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, exhale, lift. Good. Nice and slow and controlled. If you're just starting off with these core exercises, I would start here. I wouldn't really progress it too much farther. If you're taking this farther along on your journey, you can add alternating leg lifts or big marches. That's a fun option to do. And it throws in a little bit of extra core stabilization and stability. Good. So stay with this. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. I'm gonna give you another about 15 seconds. Do whichever version you like. Breathing focus, exhale, lift, squeeze the glutes. Slowly bring down, and then you're actually relaxing your pelvic floor on the way down, and then lift and squeezing on the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. 2 more things while we're on your back. Legs are up at tabletop position. We're gonna do an alternating toe tap down, and then bring it back up. So again, engage the core, make sure there's no space between your lower back and the floor. Bring it back up to 90. So this is gonna be your level 1. Again, newly postpartum, start here. If you're a little bit farther along, take it up, both toes tap down, bring it back up. Again, watch that space in the lower back. You're doing good, 10 more seconds. Whichever version you like. Here's a single leg again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, you can give yourself a bit of a break and hug those knees in. Last move we're doing on your back is a set of dead bugs. Now for these dead bugs, different versions you can do. You can start with just the legs, one leg out, one leg in, one leg out, one leg in. You can have just the upper body. Go back, center, go back, center. And all of these, you're engaging the core muscles, right? And then your big progression is gonna be putting them together. One arm, one leg, opposite, one arm, one leg. All right, one set, 30 seconds, and let's do it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, good. If you find that space in your lower back, engage the core a little more or raise those legs a bit higher. Nice and strong, long fingertips. Give me about 10 more seconds. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging those knees in. Good. You can even try a little happy baby pose, reaching for the arches of your feet, opening up those hips and knees. Good job. Release, hug the knees in, rock it up. Grab a quick drink of water, and then I'm gonna meet you in a tabletop position, hands and knees. Welcome back. Let's complete this workout with low back, some Kegels, and a nice stretch. Go into a tabletop position, hands and knees. Hands are about shoulder width apart, little space between the knees. All right, let's go ahead and do a couple bird dogs, and then we'll do a cat-cow stretch. So for your bird dogs, opposite arm, opposite leg. But first, engage that core, lift the pelvic floor, extend and reach like you're driving your front fingertips towards your side wall, pressing that back heel towards the wall behind you, and then set that hand and foot down. Other side. Core stabilization and balance again, since we're going on only 2 points of contact on the floor at one time. Hips are steady. Join me here, 30 seconds starting now. Press out. Good. I'd like for you to do this exercise at least 2 to 3 times a week. It's really great for your entire core, especially that lower back. Very nice. We always tend to neglect our lower back, but it's so important, especially postpartum, because now you're carrying your baby. You're probably lifting a lot of heavy things from the ground up, like a car seat. So definitely make sure to do these exercises and keep your back strong and healthy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, set it down, reset. All right, cat-cows, this is really great for those stretches in that sciatic area. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly button to spine. I always like to add a little bit of extra wiggles with the hips because it feels good. And then center out, flat back, gazing forward, not overextending. Exhale, pull in. And then flat back. Good, 2 more. Exhale in. Flat back. 1 more. And flat back, good. All right, for our Kegels, we're gonna go into a Frogger pose position. Knees the width of your mat, feet are a little closer together. Inhale, exhale, sink those hips back, opening up the hips a bit more, walking those fingertips away. Think of a Kegel just like when you're pregnant, lifting the entire pelvic floor. It's a holistic move, and then slowly releasing the entire pelvic floor down. No tightening the abs, no tightening the glutes. All right, 30 seconds begins now. You're breathing normal, lifting that pelvic floor up and relaxing. It's so important to keep this muscle strong. Postpartum, it leads to less chance of incontinence, postpartum as well as later in life. So it's an exercise you always want to do, even if you're not childbearing age. Men can do Kegels as well. You also have a pelvic floor, and it can lead to a less chance of incontinence as you get older too. All right, 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna ease right into a stretch. Keeping that frog pose, lift your upper body a little bit. Frog rocker is one of my favorites. We're gonna rock forward, little lift up, and then exhale, let those shoulders just round and sink back in the heels. Good, shift forward, inhale, exhale, sink back. Very nice. Take your time with this one. I really love this stretch. Feels so good. Where you're at, 2 more. Inhale, rock. Exhale back, and then you'll hold your next one up. Good, and bring those knees in. All right, let's do a thread the needle stretch. One hand down, other arm threads underneath, dropping the head and shoulder, keeping those hips high. And just breathe and hold. You did such a great job today. I'm so proud of you. I know the postpartum journey isn't always easy, but it just takes one day at a time, one workout at a time. Good, bring it up, reset, other side, other arm threads underneath, and just breathe and hold. Good. One more breath. And then center this up. We're gonna swivel around and take a seat. One leg out, one leg in. A little hurdler stretch. Start by sitting up tall and then just walk those hands out, getting a little hamstring. Depending on your flexibility, if this is as far as you can take it, that's all right. If you can take it and touch your toes, that's great too. Just breathe and hold. Good. Deep breaths, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And I like to transition this stretch, walk the hands in the center and then walk the hands out. You can even go on your forearms and it kind of moves it towards that inner thigh. Nice and easy, walk those hands up. Switch sides, other leg out, other leg in. Fingertips down, you can either stay here and lean in or walk those fingertips out. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And if you like to, you can reach for that toe. Good, just breathe and hold. And then just like before, we're gonna transition and walk our hands in the center, hands or forearms down. Nice and easy, bring it up. Butterfly or cobbler stretch, whatever you like to call it. Feet are together, sitting up tall. And with this, we're gonna do some big trunk circles. So lowering the chest down towards the ground, come up and around. 4 times each direction. Inhale down, exhale around, good. I'm gonna do one more this way and then pause on top and reverse. 4 or 5 in the other direction. Inhale down, exhale around. Good. Get one more here. And then bring it up. All right, little hip flexor stretch. Angle so you can see. Take one leg out and then the other leg cross over. Again, you're not on the knee, but more on the lower part of your thigh. And then just scoot yourself in, hips towards the heels. Think about pushing this knee away from you and feeling that nice hip flexor stretch all the way through the glutes. Good. This is more of a seated figure 4 stretch. Lots of different positions you can do this one in. And then to get out of it, give yourself some room, scooch back, uncross, and then get the other side. Cross the leg first, and then scooch those hips in. Very nice. Good, stay there. And then when you're ready to get out of it, scooch back and release. Go ahead and sit in a comfortable position. One arm comes across, nice shoulder stretch, pulling on the arm, not the elbow. Good. And then we're gonna take that same arm overhead for the tricep stretch. Perfect. And release, open up, other side. You're more than welcome to hold these stretches longer. Remember, this is your workout, this is your time. Take every moment for yourself when you can. And then we're gonna take it overhead. All right, last 2 things. Interlock the fingers behind, open up the chest and heart, and give me a deep breath, inhale. Exhale out. Release, arms in front, round the upper back, dip the chin. Inhale, reach all the way up to your ceiling, and let it out. My name is Allison. Thank you so much for working out with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Great job on completing this workout. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also check out my Instagram at Allyfitatl for more daily workouts.